Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. First of all, I want to thank everyone who has commented, liked my videos and subscribed to my channel. I know it might not seem like a lot to you guys, but it means the world to me. Thank you so much, I really do appreciate it. If you are new here, please subscribe to my channel. It is totally free and trust me, you're going to enjoy it here. In today's tutorial, I will be teaching you guys how to make this very easy and beautiful net bag. It works up easy and you can make this in an hour or an hour and 30 minutes, depends on your skill level. For this tutorial, I'll be making use of a lightweight yarn because that's what I have at the moment. I have this scrap yarn here and it's in the color pink. I really love this yarn, so I'll be making use of 4 balls at the same time to achieve a thicker look. In case you have a 4-ply yarn or a 5-ply yarn, you can make use of it for this project. Then I'll be making use of my scissors, a 5mm hook, a darning needle and a measuring tape. To begin this project, we are going to start by making a slip knot. To make a slip knot, go in with your hook like this, create an X shape, like so, yarn over, pull up a loop, then pull this loop through this X-shaped loop that you have. Pull through, and that's how you make your slip knot. So after making your slip knot, the next thing we're going to do is to chain a total of 27. You can chain longer if you want a longer width for your bag, but I don't want mine to be too big, so I'll be chaining a total of 27. To make a foundation chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, then pull through your loop on your hook. So I'm going to make 27 foundation chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Now I am at my 27th chain. So once you get to your desired number of chain length, make sure first of all that the number of chains that you make is in an odd number. If not, you're going to have issues when we start our first row. The next thing you do is to place your stitch marker on your 27th chain. I don't have a stitch marker, so I'm going to be making use of a different color of yarn as my stitch marker. But if you have a stitch marker, please make use of yours. Then insert your hook into your loop and make extra 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it for our foundation stitch. This extra chain 4 we made after we inserted our stitch marker counts as a double crochet and a chain 1 space. So the next thing we're going to do for row 1 is to yarn over, skip 6 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and place a double crochet in the 7th stitch from the hook, or the 7th chain from the hook. To make a double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook into this chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through this chain, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now we're left with 1, 2, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 loops. Then chain 1, skip the next chain and insert a double crochet in the second chain from the hook. Chain 1, skip the next chain and insert your double crochet in the second chain from the hook. You're going to repeat this throughout till we get to the end of this row. Double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, place a double crochet, chain 1, skip 1. So now we are the last 2 chain spaces for this row. Chain 1, then place your last double crochet on the last foundation stitch. Chain 1. Now we're going to turn our work around and place double crochets beneath each of the double crochet spaces that we made earlier. So yarn over, place a double crochet beneath your first double crochet that you just made earlier. Chain 1, skip this chain stitch and place a double crochet beneath your double crochet that you made earlier. Chain 1, skip this chain space and place a double crochet beneath the next double crochet that you made earlier. So we're going to repeat this process till we get to the end of the row. Double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, place a double crochet, chain 1, skip your 1 chain space, place a double crochet, chain 1. Now we are at the final 2 double crochets. Remember I told you that the chain 4 we made earlier counts as a double crochet and a chain 1 space. So as you can see, this is where I have my stitch marker. So I'm just going to place a double crochet on top of this double crochet here, chain 1, then place a double crochet on my 27th stitch where I placed my stitch marker earlier on, which is here. Chain 1, then pull out my stitch marker. You won't be needing it anymore. Then make a slip stitch on the 3rd chain of your starting chain that you made earlier. 1, 2, 3. And now we are done with our first row. As you can see, the bag has already started forming. To make our second row, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This chain 4 that we have here counts as a double crochet and a chain 1 space. Then yarn over, skip this chain 1 space and insert a double crochet on top of the next double crochet stitch. Chain 1, skip this chain 1 space and insert a double crochet on top of the double crochet stitch. So we're just going to repeat. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch, place a double crochet on the next stitch. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch, place a double crochet on top of the next double crochet stitch. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch, place a double crochet on top of the next stitch. So we're going to repeat this until we get to this chain 4 space that we made at the beginning of the row. So chain 1, yarn over, place it, skip one chain space, skip this chain space, and place the double crochet on top of the double crochet in the previous row. Chain 1, skip this chain space and place the double crochet on top of the next stitch. So now we are at the end of the second row. I just have one chain space and a double crochet and another chain space remaining. So I'm going to skip this chain space and place the double crochet on the next stitch. Chain 1. Now I have just this chain space remaining and my 4 starting chain. Remember, I told you earlier that this 4 starting chain counts as a double crochet and a chain 1 space. So I've already done my chain 1. I'm going to place a slip stitch on the 3rd chain in my starting chain. 1, 2, 3. And that's it for the second row. So we're basically going to be repeating our second row till we get to our desired length. So I'm just going to show you how to make the second row one more time, then I'll work off camera. So for our third row, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over, skip this chain space and insert a double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip this chain space and insert a double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip this chain space and insert a double crochet in the next stitch. So we're going to repeat this chain 1, skip a chain space and insert the double crochet in the next stitch till we get to our first 4 starting chain. That's this. Do you guys want to hear a funny story? I actually shot this video yesterday night. I stayed up till like past 4 only for me to discover that I made a mistake. To be honest, I almost gave up in recreating this video, but I'm just sharing the story to motivate anyone that's already tired of this project. You can do anything that you set your mind to do. This is actually a very simple beginner's bag. So I know your hand is hurting, your back is aching. It's part of the process. Trust me, you're going to love the finished products at the end of the day. So just continue. Chain 1, skip this chain space and place a double crochet in the next stitch till we get to our starting chain. So now I am at the last chain space. I already placed my double crochet, so I'm just going to skip this chain space and place a slip stitch on the 3rd chain of my starting chain. Okay, so I'm going to be repeating row 2 and 3 till I get to my desired length. For me, I'll be making a total of 12 rows for my body. I'm going to work off camera and meet you guys by the end of my 12th row. Okay, so I'm done with the body of my work. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. You can see how beautiful it looks. So for the next row, that's our 13th row, I'll be teaching you guys how to make the straps. So for our 13th row, chain 1 2 3 4 like you normally would. Skip this chain space and place a double crochet on the next stitch. Chain 1, skip this chain space, place a double crochet in the next stitch. We're going to make a total of 1 2 3 4 5 boxes. So you saw what I mean. Chain 1, make a double crochet, skip this chain space, chain 1 and make a double crochet. So we have 1 2 3 4 5. Then we're going to chain a total of 20 chains. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. So now we have 20. So we're going to skip 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 stitches and place a double crochet on the 10th stitch, that's on top of this double crochet that we have here. Then chain 1, skip this chain space and make a double crochet. So we're going to repeat this 8 more times. Let's see how many we have now. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 9 10. After making your 10th double crochet, you're going to chain 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 chains like you did in the first part. Skip 9 chains, then skip 9 stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and place a double crochet on the 10th stitch. That should be a double crochet stitch. Chain 1, then repeat double crochet, skip 1 chain space, chain 1, so now we are the last chain 4 starting chain. Like we normally would place a slip stitch in the 3rd chain. So if you count your work, you will notice that you have a total of 10 stitches on both 10 double crochet stitches on both sides. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So the next step is to chain 1 and place a single crochet in the same space you placed your slip stitch earlier on. In case you don't know how to make a single crochet, this is how you make a single crochet. Insert your hook beneath this chain space, yarn over, pull through. Now you have 1 2, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops. So you're going to place a single crochet in each stitch across your work. When you get to your chain, when you get to the chain that you made earlier, the 20 chains, you're not going to place a single crochet in this double crochet stitch here. You're going to skip it and place 22 single crochets in this chain that you made. Twenty-one, 22. Then you're going to skip this double crochet space here and place a single crochet in this chain space. Then continue to place single crochet in each stitch across your work. Remember, like we did earlier, you're not going to place a single crochet or this double crochet close to your chain spaces. You're going to skip it and place 22 single crochets in the chain. So I already made my 22 single crochets in my chain space for my straps. So I'm just going to continue, skip this double crochet space here and place a single crochet in this chain space. Then place single crochets in every stitch till you get to the first stitch, the first single crochet stitch that you made earlier. So this is my first double crochet stitch. I'm just going to place a slip stitch in it. And that's it for this bag. Yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through and cut. Wow, I actually cut too short. So we're done with this bag. As you can see, it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. So the next step is to hide our loose ends. You can either use a darning needle or you can make use of your hook. I prefer using my hook, so I'll just show you how to use your hook. Okay, I think this place is going to be difficult. So hiding your loose end is just basically you trying to pass your loose end through some of your stitches to hide it. So I have this. I'm just going to take my scissors and cut off the excess. And I think I have a loose end at the bottom part. You can decide to cut this off or you hide it, but I think hiding it is better. It makes your work look neat and reduces the risk of your work on yarning. So I think this is okay for me. I'm just going to pull and cut. So that is it for this crochet tutorial. I realized by the end of this video that I didn't really like how these straps turned out, so I would advise you decrease the stitches. I think I placed 22 on my straps, so I would decrease it to 18 stitches. So that's it for this tutorial. Thank you guys for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel and you can ask me any questions in case you're confused in the comment section.